Monster Jam is an experience like no other. A phenomenon that is trending across the world. Born from raw power. Driven by fearless competitors. Strength is measured in horsepower. And emotions that are pushed to their edge. But the true force, the spark that ignites it all, is you, the fans.
You are the roar that pushes us to drive harder. And go higher.
We need your energy.
So get up.
So get louder.
Every clap.
Every cheer. This is your house.
This is your moment.
We can feel it.
We can hear you. Albuquerque, are you ready?
Albuquerque.
I said, are you ready? Are you ready for Monster Jam?
Albuquerque, this is Monster Jam!
Albuquerque, welcome to Monster Jam! And we're kicking it off with our very first competition full of so much adrenaline, JCB Racing, where our 8 superstars were seeded into a bracket earlier today by a random draw. We start out with 8, then we get down to 4 semifinalists, but out of those 4, we're looking for those fastest 2 that want those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here this afternoon. So Albuquerque, who's ready for JCB Racing?
Up first, he's taking 2 of 3 BKT Overall Event Championships this weekend. It's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. And he is known on the internet as Magic Mike because he's been pulling some rabbits out of the hat this season. It's Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Excalibur spins out in the final turn. JCB Digatron takes the win. Business as usual for Tristan England. JCB Digatron now moving to the semifinal round. We'll take on the winner of this next race. We've got Sparkle Smash and Jester, Lucas Stabilizer and Gravedigger, Mayhem and Megalodon all going head-to-head in round one of JCB Racing. Up next, ready to smash the competition, it's Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash! It's all fun and games because Jack Brown's in town. Make some noise for Jester! So our driver's getting the cue to fire the first yellow light. When that second yellow light on our Christmas tree pops up, that means the truck is staged, and the drivers then wait for the green. Your winner is Sparkle Smash! Jamie Sullivan last night making it to the final round of JCB Racing. She will face JCB Digatron in that final round race, or in that semifinal round race. Now we've got to get the other semifinal round race set up, and our first pair is at the line. It is the black and green wrecking machine. Let's hear it for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. And in the blue lane, it's Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. Big race right here. Here we go. Your winner is Gravedigger! A rematch from last night, Gravedigger and Lucas Stabilizer. Such a close race last night. But this afternoon, it was all Gravedigger. So JCB Digatron, Sparkle Smash, Gravedigger in the semifinal round. Gravedigger will race the winner of this last race in round one of JCB Racing. His teeth are sharp. We'll see if his turns and his right foot is just as sharp right now. It's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Big competition in the other end is teammate. It's Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Winner faces Gravedigger in the semifinal round. Megalodon pulling to the line first, staged. Mayhem pulling to the line, staged. Who wants to take on Gravedigger? Let's find out. We're going to go to the super glue to the action replay. Such a tight race. Coming to the line, your winner is Megalodon! Semi-final round, race bracket set. JCB Digatron versus Sparkle Smash. Gravedigger versus Megalodon.
New Mexico, we've made it to the semifinal round of JCB Racing. We started out with 8 superstars, and now we're down to the fastest 4. But out of those 4, we're looking for those fastest 2. They want those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship here this afternoon. So Albuquerque, who's ready for more adrenaline and
So who wants Sparkle Smash to win this race? Who thinks JCB Digatron's going to win this race? Both have seen a final round race this weekend. Both would love to be in the last JCB final round race of the weekend. Who's it going to be? Your winner is JCB Digatron! Tristan England winning by almost a truck length there over Sparkle Smash. JCB Digatron now waits to find out who the final competitor will be for him in JCB Racing. And the winner of this next race will see JCB Digatron. All right, Albuquerque, who wants Megalodon to win? Who thinks Gravedigger's gonna win? Winner goes to the final round. JCB Digatron sitting waiting to find out who it's gonna be. We're staged and ready to go. Your winner is Gravedigger. So that sets our final round race as we watch the Super Glued to the Action replay. Plenty of room in that victory for Gravedigger. So it's Gravedigger versus JCB Digatron.
Albuquerque, welcome to the final round of JCB Racing. We started out with 8 superstars and now we're down to the fastest 2. But out of these 2, who wants those 8 crucial points towards the BKT Overall Event Championship? Well, let's find out who's ready to meet your JCB Racing final contenders.
He is a World Finals champion, a Series champion, and he's won 2 of 3 BKT Overall Event Championships this weekend. It's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. It isn't going to be an easy win, though. For over 40 years, the black and green wrecking machine has been stealing the wins, the victories, the love of the crowd, and he's here to do it again. It's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Your winner is Gravedigger! Tristan England's JCB Digatron putting up the best fight that he could, but this weekend and in arenas this season, Adam Anderson and Gravedigger has been almost untouchable. Only 1 racing loss in arenas this season. And this weekend, he has been atop of the JCB Racing Final so many times this weekend, and he loves the Albuquerque, New Mexico fans. He said it many times this weekend, and they love him. Let's hear it for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger.
Adam
Adam, congratulations. 8 points here in New Mexico on Sunday, a fun day, but I know it feels even better. You're behind the wheel of Gravedigger, and you just beat JCB Digatron in JCB Racing.
You know what? It doesn't get any better, but, you know, we appreciate what JCB does. They come out here, they flip Gravedigger back over so we can come back out here and whoop their butt, man. We love you guys. Thank you so much. You know what, Albuquerque, New Mexico, all you fans have been awesome for so long, for so many years, supporting my family, my father, all my siblings. They come year after year, and you guys keep coming back. And racing is just the beginning, man, and we love this. We can't wait to get on to skills, some freestyle action. We're just getting started, Albuquerque. Who's ready?
So right now, Adam Anderson Gravedigger takes the first 8 points of the event and leads for the BKT Overall Event Championship. JCB Digatron in second with 7 points. We have a tie for third with Megalodon and Sparkle Smash, and then a four-way tie for fifth with Excalibur, Jester, Lucas Stabilizer, and Mayhem. And our next competition with the next 8 points on the line will be our two-wheel skills challenge, where each truck and driver gets 2 attempts at their best trick, and it's your first opportunity to pick our winner at judgeszone.com. So scan the QR code, go to judgeszone.com, put in the code ALB, and get ready to pick the winner of our next competition.
Man, oh man, that was an exciting round of JCB Racing. Congratulations to Adam Anderson. I'm standing by with 2 new friends. This is Duke and Daisy. Albuquerque, say hi. That's right. And Duke and Daisy and I, along with all of you, are going to play an awesome game called Name That Truck. So let's all take a look up at the video board. There's going to be a dirt truck. There's the truck. It's doing donuts. I want you guys to tell me what truck it is before all the dirt is revealed. Albuquerque, help him out. I see some green. Oh, see, Duke is smart. He already knows. Which one is it, Duke?
Gravedigger.
He says Gravedigger. Beautiful work. High five. Yes, that was smart. And Duke, because you and Daisy were so smart, I'm giving you this yearbook, but I need you to open it up for me. Can you show me what this is, please? Yes, perfect. This is the real prize, because this means that you and your family are going to hang out with me and the drivers after the event. You guys like it?
Like the JPC?
Yep, JCB, you're going to meet Gravedigger, you're going to meet Sparkle Smash. You guys like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ready for some more Monster Jam?
Yeah.
That's right, stick around because we still got a lot more Monster Jam coming your way.
Those are those big smiles you're only going to see at Monster Jam. And you saw some of the different tricks, the names of them on the video board. But right now, our Monster Jam drivers are going to share with you some of their favorite moves you're going to see in our next competition. All right, Albuquerque, it's time for you to help us get our next competition started. So clap your hands and join our Monster Jam superstars. Up first, it's Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Remember, each truck and driver gets 2 attempts for the 2-wheel skills challenge, and you get to lock in scores after it's over at judgeszone.com. Here goes Excalibur.
Let's make some noise for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur! And now, Albuquerque, it is your time to shine. We need your help to see what the score is for Mike Pagliarulo. So it's time to get out those smartphones, scan that QR code, and head on over to judgeszone.com. Enter the code ALB and slide that BKT tire up or down to the number of your choosing, and we're going to calculate your scores, and we're going to give them in just a few moments.
Scores are in. The score for Excalibur is 6.093. So again, you see the expert score, you see the average fan score. We take the average of those two, and that's how you get that 6.093. Excalibur is your leader. Jack Brown going for the sky wheelie in Jester for attempt number 1. Airing it out, New Mexico.
He's definitely clowning around. Let's make some noise for Jack Brown, Jester! Now Albuquerque scoring is now open. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Jack Brown, Jester, good to see Jack Brown back in the action at Monster Jam, competed in many of our arena series, and has been with family this last year and a half, he said. So he's feeling good behind the wheel, but really trying to get back into the swing of things, and especially with the way that the competition gets better and better. Jack Brown, 4.957 right now in Jester, so currently second place. And again, good to see Jack Brown behind the wheel of a Monster Jam truck again. Our next competitor is usually running the International Monster Jam Series, which wraps up in Arnhem, Holland in just a few weeks. Here comes Brandon Arthur Lucas, Stabilizer. Nice moonwalk. Slow and steady for Lucas Stabilizer. A little combo there in the end, too. Let's see if he can up the game a little more.
Getting tricky with it on only 2 BKT tires, it's Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. All right, Albuquerque, remember you only have 20 seconds, so head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
It is wild watching 12,000 pounds balance on just 2 front tires like that. And watching him walk up, the crowd was going, oh, as he came up, and he had to set it back down a little bit because the angle of the back of that truck could have had him endo, but he had the wherewithal to let it roll back down, bring it back up nice and smooth. Awesome moonwalk and combo package from Lucas Stabilizer. Scores are in. Score for Lucas Stabilizer is 7.962. Your new leader, Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. Up next, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Second generation driver, Team Scream, son of Mr. Excitement, Jim Kohler, Avenger driver. Keeping the family legacy alive and bringing the mayhem to Monster Jam. Stoppy moonwalk up the pod. Mayhem going for attempt number 2. Let's see if we can add a little combo in there to spice it up a little bit.
Let's make some noise for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com. Let's get those scores locked in now, Albuquerque.
So we're basically halfway through the field now. Score to beat Lucas Stabilizer, 7.962. Chris Kohler, Mayhem, bringing the finesse to 2-wheel skills. Nice stoppy, nice smooth moonwalk up the pod, and great response here from the crowd. We'll see, though, what that means score-wise. The score for Mayhem is 7.075. Second place for Mayhem. And he's got the JCB Racing Final win under his belt so far. He's got a 2-wheel skills challenge win under his belt this weekend. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going. Here comes Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Going for the combo, but not able to get the truck to jump into the wheelie after the stoppy moonwalk. So let's see what he's going to do next. Might be lining up to send it. Here we go.
He's digging graves and taking names. It's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Remember, Albuquerque, you only have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com for Gravedigger.
Gravedigger going with the tried and true sky wheelie, landed on the back of the truck. And the Albuquerque crowd definitely appreciating a good old-fashioned sky wheelie. Aiming for that speaker stack in the middle of the Coliseum, too. I feel like he's been trying to hit that all weekend, and he's come pretty close. All right, here we go. Scores are in. The score for Gravedigger is 8.149. Your new leader is Gravedigger. And next, Mr. Two-Wheel Skills. It's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Throwing out a wave with those front BKT tires. JCB Digatron ordering all the combo items on the menu. And he's got one more order.
Put your hands together for Tristan England, JCB Digatron. That's right. Albuquerque, if you like what you saw, you have 20 seconds to get your scores locked in at judgeszone.com.
Tristan England, JCB Digatron, makes it look so easy. I feel like I could do what he just did, even though I know I absolutely couldn't. But he's just unbelievable. The patience, the skill, the control of a 12,000-pound, 1,500 horsepower Monster Jam truck. Absolutely unbelievable. Score to beat Gravedigger, 8.149. Tristan, are you ready to see that score, my man? He wants to see it. The score for JCB Digatron is 8.985. Your new leader, JCB Digatron. So right now, our leaderboard for our two-wheel skills competition, JCB Digatron takes lead, 8.985. Gravedigger in second, Lucas Stabilizer in third, Mayhem fourth, Excalibur fifth, Jester sixth. And for that BKT overall event championship right now, it is a battle between JCB Digatron and Gravedigger.
A great run from Tristan England, JCB Digatron, and I was not surprised. Absolute madman on those two wheels, but it is now time to take a look back into the pits. We took a video yesterday of some crazy breakage, and we're going to take a look right now. I'll go ahead and walk you guys through exactly what is a fuel cell here on Sparkle Smash. So this fuel cell is that silver and white box that you're seeing right behind the Monster Jam logo, and you might be wondering, what in the world did that crew chief just pull out of that fuel cell? Well, you're right, that is a wiffle ball. So we actually have over 250 wiffle balls inside of those specially constructed fuel cells, and that's actually to help from the fuel sloshing around. So especially when it's into freestyle or when it's into skills, you want to make sure that that fuel is able to continue to really maintain a steady, really steady flow. So that really helps to be able to keep that. They've also got a fuel map at the very bottom, and that fuel mat really helps to be able to make sure of the same thing, make sure to keep debris out of those fuel lines and those sort of things. But not only that, we actually run Renegade fuel, and Monster Jam trucks are not run on gasoline. They're actually run on methanol. So little fun fact for you here during your Northern Tool and Equipment Pit Report.
As we walked into this event, Gravedigger in first with the first 8 points, winning JCB Racing, JCB Digatron in second. And so right now, we're going back and forth, and if JCB Digatron and Gravedigger stay in their positions. We're going to have a tie going into our final competition, Monster Jam Freestyle. But we still have Megalodon Sparkle Smash in the mix and a few drivers left. 2 drivers left in this competition, 2-wheel skills challenge. So make sure you have your phones ready at judgeszone.com to score our next competitors. Also, too, we want to remind you, we are trying to raise funds and awareness for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital to end childhood cancer. Please consider donating $1. Scan the QR code, pick your favorite driver, and whoever has received the most donations will be our St. Jude ambassador of the event. Right now, Megalodon Kevin Crocker stealing the show for our St. Jude ambassador of the event. She's in second, if you just noticed, too, for that St. Jude ambassador of the event. Last night's BKT overall event champion. Here comes Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Well, that definitely opens up the view a little bit for Jamie Sullivan's Sparkle Smash. As she graduated from UNOH and became a Monster Jam superstar, Arenas has been her jam. So let's see what she can do for attempt number 2.
Put your hands together for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Scoring is now open. Let's make some noise for it. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
No, that's not a turtle upside down. That's a unicorn upside down. And Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Oh, the backwards endo right there. Oh, everybody over here cheering, hoping she could have hit the gas and saved that. That probably would have been an unbelievable moment and mega huge scores at judgeszone.com. But I assume that the crowd, the reaction, the scores are going to be good for Jamie Sullivan in Sparkle Smash at judgeszone.com. Enough to take the lead? We're about to find out. Score to beat, JCB Digatron, 8.985. The score for Sparkle Smash is 8.797, second place right now for Sparkle Smash. Oh, and with that, that means JCB Digatron is your winner at an 8.985. Tristan England takes another 2-wheel skills challenge win. Tristan England getting some cheers for the crowd, but Jamie Sullivan pops out a Sparkle Smash and gets some big applause too. But for Tristan England, JCB Digatron, business as usual. In a competition he absolutely dominates. And Lindsay Noble is with our winner.
Tristan. Congratulations. Once again, walking away a winner here in the Skills Challenge. And we talked about it in trackside. We talked about how you're so precise on those BKT tires. Talk to us about how you decide exactly what you're going to do behind the wheel.
And let me just say something real quick. I'm honored to teach out there at the Monster Jam University with the Professor Tom Mentz. And I have got to teach a little bit of stuff to Jamie, but she's honed in her own skills, man. She's a great driver. Watching her do her two-wheel skills, I was pretty proud as a coach because I thought it was so smooth, and I thought she was going to save that thing, man. We are out here because you guys are so electric, Albuquerque. Y'all are going to push the envelope. I've been saying it all season long, but the louder you guys get, the bigger and badder we're going to go. So what do you say? Albuquerque, it's the last event of the weekend. My beautiful wife's here. I'm ready to show off, but are you ready to get loud? Let us hear ya.
Give it up one more time for your skills winner, Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
Albuquerque, are you ready for more Monster Jam action? Y'all have been the loudest crowd this weekend, but we need to be even louder. So please make some noise and welcome the superstars of freestyle motocross.
New Mexico, are you having a good time? Oh no, let me hear you again. It is Sunday Fun Day. Are you having a good time? That is more like it. Well, we brought our 4 best high-flying superstars here to Albuquerque here this weekend, and they are about to show you an amazing halftime performance here. So make sure you keep that energy going. Going ahead, making sure they check out the ramp. Out of Anchorage, Alaska, make some noise for Chase Crab. Shows an Indy right off the bat. Out of Hammock, California, let's hear it for Javier Villegas Jr. And out of San Diego, California, Ripper Ray. Out of Hammock, California, Javier Villegas. Here we go. Chase grab with a seat grab. Saying hello to you Monster Jam fans over there in Section T. Heart attack out of Ripper Ray. What else do we have? What a whip out of Javier Villegas, currently sweeping the weekend in best trick competitions. Now, don't forget, if you are taking pictures or videos, don't forget to tag us at Monster Jam and use the hashtag Monster Jam across all of your social media platforms. Beautiful form there out of Ripper Ray. Sweet. That is a rock solid out of Javier Villegas. Cordova. What else are they showing you here today? But a backflip. That's 2. What do you think, Albuquerque? Show him some love. No-handed backflip. 3 in a row. Our motocross riders are going to get lined up here on the pod. Are you guys ready to see some more? All right, well, guess what? It only gets better here at Monster Jam. Up next is our best trick competition. That is where all 4 of our riders will have one attempt and one attempt only to fly from one side of the arena all the way to the other side and show you their very best trick. But we need your help. Make sure you have those cell phones out and that you are at judgeszone.com ready to swipe up or down on the BKT tire. Just like in the previous 2 competitions, when you see these video boards go red, it is your time to score and there's not a second to waste. Well, I'm pretty ready for the best trick competition. It's gonna be pretty amazing. It's Sunday Fun Day and these guys are ready to bring it. But Albuquerque, are you ready for the best trick competition?
The hype is real. The time is now. And we need to bring the energy to these riders. So right now, I want to see if we can get louder than we've been all afternoon. On the count of 3, make some noise. 1, 2, 3. That is the fuel for these riders. So Chase Crabb up first out of California. When he hits the runway, that green strip there, that's when we need to get loud. So when he's flying through the air, we are already at 20. Albuquerque, make some noise.
An Indy from Chase Crabb. And that was a pretty high one, about 75 feet in the air. Monster Jam fans, scoring is now open. Go ahead to judgeszone.com.
Swear these riders are having a contest to see who can high-five our spotlight guy up there as they fly by. That's got to be a great view for the action. And we all got a great view of the first trick. Now, your scores at judgeszone.com. Pick our best trick winner. With Chase Crabb, 2 Bs out of Alaska first. The score at judgeszone.com for Chase Crabb is 7.01. 7.01 to kick this party off. And up there next, Javier Villegas Jr. Javi Jr. riding with Dad, growing up watching Dad fly through the sky in buildings just like this at Tingley Coliseum. Now he gets to join his dad and trying to bring the competition, trying to take the old man as well as the other riders out. And he's been at this for over 2 years now, and unbelievable how quickly he has picked this up. Albuquerque, when he hits that runway, bring it up to 20. Let's go.
Beautiful backflip. Shows you guys a knack flip, actually. But it's time to score right now at judgeszone.com. You can scan to score right there on the video board. And the last time he was here in Albuquerque, he was 3 years old watching his dad, and now he is competing alongside him.
And now he waits for your scores at judgeszone.com. Is it enough to take the lead from Chase Crabb? Score to beat 7.01. The score for Javier Villegas Jr. is 8.11. We have a new leader. 2 riders to go up next. They call him Ripper Ray. Ray Noriega out of San Diego, California, owner of Ripper Farms. The first ever Monster Jam Freestyle Series champion, along with Tristan England, JCB Digatron, dressed in black and ready to fly through the Coliseum. We've seen some big moves, but if we want to see a bigger moving trick, we got to get louder. Albuquerque, you know what to do.
And scoring is now open for Ripper Ray. Go ahead and look at that replay in just a moment. Another backflip variation.
Looked like an Indy flip there for Ripper Ray. And a score to beat of 8.11. He is now on the pod. The scores are in. The score for Ray Noriega is 9.06, your new leader, Ripper Ray. Our final competitor, Javier Villegas, who in the warm-ups busting out a dab flip, dabbing while he backflips. Let's see if he can up the ante here. We've seen some interesting variations with our flips, with our tricks. Our final competitor, our final score, coming up at judgeszone.com for our best trick competition. He's won all 3 competitions so far. Can he do it again? Make some noise.
A lazy boy backflip out of Javier Villegas. Go ahead, scan to score right now on judgeszone.com. Swiping up or down on that BKT tire.
Big lazy flip right there, and I mean, I couldn't imagine doing this upright, let alone upside down. I mean, these are wild men out here on the track and absolutely bringing it for you Albuquerque fans. We have seen some of the wildest freestyle motocross this weekend I've seen all season long. Scores are in, score to beat Ripper Raid, 9.06. The score for Javier Villegas is 9.452, your winner, Javier Villegas.
Congratulations to Javier Villegas on first place, but also not only your best trick competition winner here today, but just swept the weekend in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But I don't know, guys, you want to give them some more? All right, well, they will go ahead, start those motorbikes back up and hit the track one last time for you Monster Jam fans. But it is our last event here in Albuquerque, and we need you to get as loud as you can. The louder you get, the sicker the tricks. Like I said, these are four of our very best high-flying superstars, and they're about to do a Monster Jam train. Now, it is a little bit crazy, but hey, this is Monster Jam, and these guys are trained professionals. They are about to hit the track, going back, to back, to back, to back. There you have it, a Monster Jam train. But if you guys want to see it again, let me hear you say, choo-choo! One more time, Albuquerque, choo-choo! Here we go. Absolutely insane. You saw Supermans, you saw seat grabs, and of course, Javier Villegas showing you awesome tricks there at the very end. But Monster Jam fans, I don't know, I kind of want to see it one more time. If you guys want to see it one more time, let me hear you chant, one more time, one more time. One last time for Chase Crab, Javi Villegas Jr., Ripper Ray, and Javier Villegas. New Mexico, give it up for your freestyle motocross riders. And Javier Villegas on that last train did show you guys a KOD, which is already a difficult trick in itself. It goes to show you that he doesn't only show off in the best trick competition, but continues to do so for you Monster Jam fans. Now, absolutely incredible moment here for you to be able to sweep the weekend in New Mexico. What does this moment feel like for you, specifically being able to be here with your son as well?
Well, it feels amazing. I didn't think I was going to win all the four contests. And we're smoked. It's been a long weekend, a lot of pushing and dragging ramps and riding, and I was definitely feeling it. And you told me you liked my lazy boy flip yesterday, so I said, you know what? Let's impress her again.
Well, thank you. It certainly did impress me. It impressed these Monster Jam fans. You scored higher today even than you did yesterday. Why is it so important, especially after 25 years of riding professionally, to keep pushing the envelope and innovating this sport?
It's what keeps you alive. If you stop pushing, you get stagnant, and you start basically slowly fading away, and I still had a lot more to show.
And lastly, I spoke just a little bit about the fact that the last time your son was here, he was 3 years old before this weekend. You talked briefly about it the other day. Can you just touch on that a little bit more?
So we used to do the AFMA contest from Feld. It used to be just a freestyle contest, and my kid would come with me to every stop. And he was 3 years old, watching from the sidelines, playing with his toy motorcycle while I was doing my tricks. And now he's here playing with real motorcycles.
Well, we love to see it. He did a fantastic job as well. Congratulations on yet again another Best Trick competition. Monster Jam fans, make some noise for your Best Trick winner, Javier Villegas.
We have reached the pinnacle of the event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle! Getting diabolical on the track, it's Chris Kohler, Mayhem! Head on over to judgeszone.com, Albuquerque. You have an important job. Scoring is now open.
Great start to freestyle. Chris Kohler bringing mayhem to Albuquerque and our final competition of the weekend. So remember, your scores are important right now as we're going to crown our freestyle winner and then our BKT overall event champion. Chris Kohler, you'll catch him next week in Detroit on Stadium Championship Series East. Don't miss a minute of the action on YouTube. His scores are in. The score for Mayhem, 6.785. They call him Magic Mike in the chat. On all of the Monster Jam events he stars in, and he's making his way to the floor now. It's Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur.
Put your hands together for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. Albuquerque scoring is now open. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now.
Bringing some donuts, bringing the action to freestyle. Sharpening that sword with every hit that he takes. Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur, enjoying himself this weekend in Albuquerque. Loving the fanfare from the Albuquerque fans. Scores are in. The score for Excalibur is 6.784. 1/1000th of a point behind Chris Kohler in Mayhem. Our next driver, the black and green wrecking machine, knows what it takes to be number one in this competition. Here's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Lining up for the Morgan and Morgan backflip.
With one foot in the gas and one in the grave, it's Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Remember, Albuquerque, you have 20 seconds. You got to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com.
When you're in the black and green wrecking machine, you got to give the people what they want. And Adam Anderson, for the people, hits the Morgan and Morgan backflip. Feeling good about that. The crowd roars. Let's check out the score. The score for Gravedigger is 9.29. Your new leader is Gravedigger. Up next, bringing the fun, bringing the games, clowning around, it's Jack Brown Jester.
Put your hands together for Jack Brown Jester. Scoring is now open. Albuquerque, head on over to judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds.
Looked like maybe Jack Brown Jester fighting the rear steer. Maybe the self-center wasn't working, so he was having to work extra hard behind the wheel. One hand on the steering wheel, other one on the rear steer the whole time to try to line the truck up for some big moves in freestyle. But a big score to beat right now, 9.29. The score for Jester is 5.846. 5.846 for Jester. Fourth place right now. Up next, Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. All right, so let's take a quick look at our leaderboard. Our JCB Dirt Squad going to get out here to help Jester off the track, and we're going to give Lucas Stabilizer a second before we give him the green light. So Gravedigger, current score to beat, 9.29. Mayhem in second with a 6.785. Excalibur in third with a 6.784. And right now, Jester in fourth place, other half of the field, getting prepped for freestyle. And our overall right now, going into this final competition, a 1-point difference between first and second place. JCB Digatron has 15 points. Gravedigger is in second with 14 points. And right now, with Gravedigger having the lead for freestyle, if JCB Digatron wants the BKT overall event champion, he has to get a better score in freestyle. Otherwise, we could end up with a tie, and the tiebreaker would be who has the better freestyle score. So right now, a nail-biter for the final competition of the week. And we're going to crown our St. Jude ambassador of the event based on your donations. Gravedigger coming in second place in this competition and getting his first St. Jude ambassador of the event this weekend. It's Chris Kohler and Mayhem. And real quick, Albuquerque, I want you to cheer for yourselves and all of the donations that you've made to St. Jude. You are helping end childhood cancer. You are keeping families together. You are making an impact you will never see or know, but you can know that every donation you make for St. Jude benefits the Children's Research Hospital and the families who have to be there during the difficult time in their life. So again, thank you, Albuquerque, for all of your donations this weekend to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. All right, now we're going to let him fire back up. Someone make some noise for Lucas Stabilizer.
Putting a nice exclamation on there, it's Brandon Arthur, Lucas Stabilizer. All right, Albuquerque, head on over to judgeszone.com and lock your scores in now for Lucas Stabilizer.
So a few times this weekend, we've had some upsets in the BKT Overall Event Championship because of how some of our drivers come through, where they place in freestyle, and Brandon Arthur could be a big upset for today's JCB or BKT Overall Event Championship in Lucas Stabilizer. Smooth as those Lucas products, keeping those motors running. Scores are in. The score for Lucas Stabilizer is 8.627 for Lucas Stabilizer. So Lucas Stabilizer is second place. And last night's freestyle winner, making her way to the track now, and last night's BKT Overall Event Champion. Here's Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. She don't want no dusty boys on this track. She's ready to burn it down. Here goes Sparkle Smash.
Remember, Albuquerque, you have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in.
It has been a phenomenal weekend for Jamie Sullivan Sparkle Smash in the mix in the JCB Racing Finals with two-wheel skill in freestyle for the BKT Overall Event Championships. And she just showed us why that last move there on the edge there, just one BKT tire for a moment. So now we'll see what that means for her score. Score to be Gravedigger 9.29. The score for Jamie Sullivan Sparkle Smash is 8.823, second place right now for Sparkle Smash. And our final competitor getting ready to make his presence known with freestyle. He needs first place if he wants the BKT Overall Event Championship. Here's Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
Albuquerque, can you dig it? Make some noise. Tristan England, JCB Digatron.
Big freestyle, but will the score be big enough to take the freestyle win or the BKT Overall Event Championship? So if Tristan England, JCB Digatron, gets first place, he is BKT Overall Event Champion. If he gets second, then we have a tie for the BKT Overall Event Championship. So your scores right now are crucial for this competition. Here we go. Scores are in. The score for JCB Digatron is 8.81. That means your freestyle winner, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. He grabs the final 8 points. Is it enough for the BKT Overall Event Championship? And it is by 1 point with a total of 22 points. Your BKT Overall Event Champion, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger.
Adam, congratulations. Not only a freestyle winner here on our last day in Albuquerque, New Mexico, but also the overall event championship. Of course, you guys were just 1 point away just now. Awesome camaraderie between the two of you. Talk to us about what these kind of moments mean. Like,
You know, honestly, it means a lot because, I've been out here for a long time, behind the wheel of Gravedigger. These fans, man, been following Team Gravedigger for over 40 years. Myself behind the wheel of Monster Jam truck for 20. I watch all these other guys and girls. They're growing up behind the scenes and coming out on the track, competing against them. It's an honor for me to be able to still do that with them, but I like to kick their butt still and dig their grave, if you know what I mean. And to come out here, oh, no!
A celebration, indeed.
It was. My underwear are soaked. Thank you, Jamie, but I love you guys so much. That's what you get, punk.
Monster Jam fans, give it up one more time. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger.